Okay, so in these problems, they're asking us to identify different aspects or features of the parabola in the graph. So the parabola is the graph of a quadratic. So that means somewhere along the way we have something, some variable being squared. And here they want to know what the axis of symmetry is. Imagine in a parabola, right? If your parabola is like this, let's say, that's a terrible drawing, I'll fix that. If your parabola is something like this, the line of symmetry is the line around which you can fold the parabola. It's the line that separates two equal regions of the parabola, and it always crosses the vertex. So we have the vertex right here. If they ask you to label that, the vertex is the maximum point, or if you have a parabola like this, then the vertex is the minimum point, right? But either way, the parabola is symmetrical about this axis right here. It's the line of symmetry or the axis of symmetry, and it splits your parabola in two equal pieces. So here, where's our line of symmetry? Well, you can draw the line about here, right? And then the definition for that line is x equals 3. Since for all the points on this line, the x value is always equal 3. For example, this point here, the x value is 3, the y value is 4. So there the x value is 3. And here for this point, we have the point 3, 8. In all of these points, the x value is 3. Don't be too quick here to pick y equals 3. Remember, the line y equals 3 will be a line where the height of the line is always 3, where the y value is always 3. That would be a horizontal line, like this. So here, the axis of symmetry is the line x equals 3. Okay, here they want to know what is the vertex and what is the axis of symmetry. Well, again, the vertex is the highest or lowest point, or the turning point of the parabola. Here, that's this point, right? So that's back 2, 1, 2, and down 1, 2, 3. So that's -2, -3. That's the vertex. So it's either choice 1 or 2. 3 and 4 don't have that for a vertex. And the line of symmetry is the line, or the axis of symmetry, is a line of symmetry that cuts your parabola in two equal pieces, and it always goes through the vertex. So here this line is x equals -2, right? If it was y equals -2, that would be a horizontal line here, where the height is always at -2. So we need a vertex of -2, -3, and an axis of symmetry of x equals -2. Here they want to know what are the roots of this parabola, and the roots are the points at which your parabola crosses the x-axis. So this point is 2, 0, and this point is -1, -2, 3, 4, 0. So that's it, that's your roots. Your roots are when the parabola crosses 0. They might list them as points, or as they did here, they might list them as just values. Here, which equation represents an axis of symmetry? An axis of symmetry is a line that goes through the vertex of your parabola, and it cuts your parabola in two equal pieces, or into two equal halves, however you want to define that. In this case, it's the vertical line, x equals -1, -2, -3. So it's x equals -3. Right, this is just the line x equals -3, where every point has an x value, of -3. Choice 2. Okay. In this question, they want to know what are the roots of this parabola, and I always try to color that in here. The roots are these 2 points where the parabola crosses the x-axis. This point is 3, 0, and this point is -6, 0. So I would consider the roots 3 and -6. Okay. Here they want to know what is the axis of symmetry. An axis of symmetry is just a line that cuts your parabola into two equal pieces, and it has to cross the vertex. In this case, it's a vertical line, right? Draw that in. And this is the line x equals 2, since on this line all the x values equal 2 for every point. Choice 2. Here they want to know what is the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Well, the vertex is either the maximum or minimum point. In this case, the point 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the vertex is 1, 6. Cross these two choices out. And the axis of symmetry is just a line that crosses through the vertex and that cuts your parabola in half. So that line, should be perfectly vertical, a bit better, and that line is x equals 1 since it's a vertical line that goes through all the point values which have a 1 for an x value. This one they want to know what are the roots, and the roots are just the points that cross through the x-axis. This point here is 1, 2, 3, so 3, 0, and this point here is negative 2, 0. So the roots are 3 and negative 2. Choice 4. Here they want to know what type of function is represented by this graph. Well, this is a quadratic graph, right? If you wanted a linear graph, that would be a straight line somewhere. Exponential would grow super quick and never cross 0. Here would be fractions, then it would eventually shoot up and exceed the other types of graphs. The absolute value function will look like a V in some way, right? And that's it. Okay. Here they want to know, state the equation of the axis of symmetry and the coordinates of the vertex. So the vertex is the max or min of your parabola, which is this point right here, 1, and then negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So 1, negative 5. That's our vertex. And the axis of symmetry is a line that goes through the vertex and splits your parabola in two equal pieces, in this case x equals 1. So that's it. I mean, the axis of symmetry cuts your parabola in half and goes through the vertex. And the vertex is the max or min of your parabola. Here they want to know what is the coordinate for the vertex. So the vertex is the maximum or minimum point. It's negative 2, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 2, 6. And the axis of symmetry is a vertical line, right, that cuts your parabola in half right here. And that's the line x equals negative 2. So we have the point negative 2, 6, and the vertex x equals negative 2. Choice 4. All right, thanks.